Good morning, class. We are welcome back for the next week of the online studies. As usual, we are going to learn basic design and technology. As you all know, we started with metals. Last week we treated ferrous metals. Then we said ferrous metals are metals that contain iron. We also gave examples of ferrous metals. Then we also talked about the various types of ferrous metals we have. Today we are going to do the same thing to non-ferrous metals. We are going to talk about what non-ferrous metals are, then the various types of non-ferrous metals. We are going to talk about them very well. So, with non-ferrous metals, as we said earlier on, they are metals that do not contain iron. Non-ferrous metals do not contain iron. Example, we have aluminium, lead, copper, zinc. These are examples of, there are lots of them, but at your level, we are going to deal with these four at your level. So the first one, let's deal with the aluminium. Now, if you could remember, in our first lesson, we said that most metals are made from ores. So we are going to talk about the various ores that are used for making these types of metals. So with aluminium, its chief ore is the bauxite. The bauxite is what is used for making aluminium. Aluminium also has a boiling point of 2,470. When we talk about a boiling point, we are talking about when aluminium is put into heat. When it gets to this temperature, it will melt and become liquid. That is the meaning of the boiling point. The color for aluminium is also gray. Aluminium is gray in color. Now, uses of aluminium. Most of the kitchen utensils we use in our various homes are made from aluminium. Our window frames, airplane parts are all made from aluminium. Now, properties of aluminium. Since they do not contain iron, it means that they are not magnetic because they don't contain iron. 2, they are ductile, that is ductility. And since they do not contain iron, that means they are not corrosive. So aluminiums are not corrosive, they are not magnetic, and they are ductile. Good. Now we move on to lead. Lead. The ore for lead is called galena. Galena. Its boiling point is 327 degrees Celsius. Sorry. The boiling point for lead is 327 degrees Celsius. The color for lead is gray. Gray. Then the uses of lead. Lead is used for pigment. Now, when we talk about pigment, pigments is one of the materials we use in making paint. So the pigment gives every paint that we use its color. The pigment gives every paint we use its color. So lead is used for making pigment. It is also used for making car batteries. Car batteries. Properties of lead. It is durable and it's also malleable. Lead is durable and malleable. Now we move on to copper. Copper. The ore for copper is chalcoprite. Chalcoprite. The ore for copper is chalcoprite. Its melting point is 1,085 degrees Celsius. The color for copper is reddish brown. Copper is reddish brown. Uses. It is used for electrical wires and electrical appliances. Copper is used for electrical wires and electrical appliances. Properties. Now, one thing you should know is that when you are mentioning properties of all these metals, you can state the color of the metals and their melting point as properties. So when you are asked to state properties, you can state the melting point, you can state the color, and you can state the other properties I have given you. So now when we talk about the properties of copper, it is ductile, malleable, good conductor of electricity. So copper is ductile, it is malleable, and a good conductor of electricity. That is how come it is mostly used for electrical equipment and electrical wires, because it is a good conductor of electricity. Now we move on to zinc. Now, the all for copper is Fahrenheit. Now the melting point is 419.5 degrees Celsius. Its melting point is 419.5 degrees Celsius. The color is bluish white. Now, zinc is also used for paint, and it's also used for aluminium solder. Now, when we talk about aluminium solder, we are talking about a material that is used to join metals. Materials that are used for joining metals. Most often, the repairers, those electrical repairers, use it more. They use them in joining electrical wires. Then we also have properties of zinc. We have it is brittle and it's also malleable. Good. So that will be all for today. Your assignment will be below the video. As I always tell you, make sure you copy the notes as well in your notebooks and do justice to the assignment. Send them to me before the close of the week. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.